with every scams. But this was the first thing somebody texted me about Aurum Foundation. This was the first thing that stood out to me. CEO Brian Benson, now an active member of the invitation-only Forbes Finance Council. And the text that was sent to me, he says, "Hey, have you looked into Aurum at all?" I think this was his second text about it. Anyways, I do trading, is why he knew that I do trading. I have actually even had a trading bot. I've used AI for trading. I purchased a trading bot. And the difference between the trading bot that I used and what Aurum claims to do, so Aurum, you give them all your money and they say they trade it for you and then give it back to you. The bot that I purchased, I purchased the bot and then I would install the bot in my software, in my MT5, and then it would do the trades for me. So I had 100% control of everything. I could see when the trades were taken, when they were closed, all of those things. Very, very different from what Aurum Foundation or these other Ponzi's claim that they do. I mean, Novatech was one a few years ago, right? That was one of the bigger ones. I hate it when it refreshes when I'm looking at it, but why I'm really here is I wanted to show the investment scams, or sorry, the recovery scams. I haven't totally gone into this one yet. I found this from this account, from dissolving their registration, their business registration in Canada. This was on August 6th. So if you haven't seen that yet, that's back to, so, I want to go back to the text message. So he says, "Have you looked into Aurum at all?" I said, "No. It's an ecosystem of fintech and other investment products. One is the XAI trading bot that has averaged about 17% return monthly for over 3 years consistently." Like, if that doesn't set off some alarms and red flags. I ran the numbers. If you put in $100,000 and just let it ride for, I believe it was 7 years. You can run the numbers yourself, but I believe it was 7 years you'll be a billionaire, and then another 4 years you'll be a trillionaire. And there's just so many reasons why that's not possible. I mean, think about how many people are, there's certainly thousands of people in Aurum, and think about how many of those, even if they only started with $1,000, if they were really getting 17% returns, that's going to grow pretty quickly, right? And if they just continue to let it ride, so what, in 10 years, 15 years, we're going to have thousands of billionaires due to Aurum Foundation. It's just not possible. But the one thing that stood out to me, the CEO, or the first thing that stood out to me, the CEO was the director of LATM, Latin America, for Binance, and sits on the council at Forbes. Spelled council, COUNSEL, but this is a paid membership. Yes, you do need to be invited, but you apply first, then they invite you if they approve your business. And the way that you can hear that, just the verbiage, the way that it's presented is almost as if it's like some board of directors for Forbes or something like that. And all it is a paid membership. If your business does over $1 million, I think it's over $1 million a year, you can apply and be part of the Forbes Finance Council, and it's $2,500. And that was the first thing. It's just such a network marketing type, right? I mean, they hype Brian Benson up so much, and it's what I spent a few years in network marketing in I was in my early 20s, and haven't done it since. But that's just such a network marketing type hype thing to do, is just hype him up as an individual. Where if you really dig into his background, he's really done nothing that I can see. And then, this whole Forbes Finance Council, they put a lot of weight in that, right? Which is very typical of these types of schemes. I reposted this morning. Canadian shell company, this is what I was just talking about, quietly filing for dissolution the same day. This was August 6th that they did that. Ahmed Zen completely ghosted. I don't know much about him, but I've had a few people have messaged me about him with not good things to say. And here he is. And maybe this is somebody managing his account. honored to be recognized by Forbes. You weren't recognized, like as if he got some kind of award. That just turns my stomach. But when I got this text message, I put it into Claude, I put it into Grok, put it into ChatGPT, and within, I mean, 10 seconds, I could see that this was absolutely a scam. And I responded to him, and he responded back, the person that invited me, and was like, well, you can't believe everything you see on AI, all the while trying to get me to sign up for an AI trading bot, right? So here's a follow up. This guy was the one I reposted this morning. What I really wanted to get to here was this. I have to dig a little bit to find them, but you're just going to start to see these graphics on X if you search for Aurum. And there are these accounts that call themselves recovery experts. This one later. There they are. There they are. They start right here. No limits. Calls himself a recovery expert. DM for guidance. So there's one person, I think, or one organization running all these accounts because they use the same verbiage. They put these graphics in there so it'll catch your eye when you're scrolling X. There's another one, crypto scam. All right, this is a different one than the one above, but same thing. Scam alert, same thing. There's another one. Scam alert, another one. DM for guidance. If affected, DM for guidance. None of these people can help you get your money back from Aurum. Nobody can help you get your money back from Aurum unless they find it out of the goodness of their hearts to give it back to you. That's the only way it's going to come back. And I'm sorry, but it's not going to come back. There's another one. All these crypto experts, scam recovery. Okay. Here's Aurum's Trustpilot page. I came to this immediately when I got that text or as I was doing research. You can see here 2.6. So when I first came to it, I think it was at like 4.5, and it was all promoters, right? And talking about the millions of dollars they were making. This is a pretty extensive review. It's a good one. But what you're going to see here, I got to dig a little bit. Here you go. I got robbed. Ernest Thompson. That's what Trustpilot. I don't even know if you can trust Trustpilot when you see this stuff. I've reported some of these, but it just takes so long that it's not even worth it almost. I got robbed. The only person that could help me was Capital Retrieve. It's a scam. There's another one. Biscop Advisor. Another scam. There's another one. I found Frito Sand while these monsters at Aurum, the only one that could help me. These are all scams trying to point you in the direction of recovery experts. So this one was right before the rug pull. Can we get an update, Tracy? Right before the rug pull. Can we get an update, Diane? Here's this guy's a promoter right here. He's promoting. This one is a recovery scam. Recovery scam. Most of them are just AI. The videos are created by AI. Another recovery scam. I mean, you can see she's AI, obviously. Recovery scam. Yeah, recovery scam. He's legit. He's not promoting it. Launch review. I haven't dug into this one yet. Crypto Circus. He's one of the guys that's been exposing Aurum. There's me. And this was a little bit shorter video about the same thing, talking about the recovery scams to be careful of. Just going a little bit more in depth this time. I haven't dug into his stuff. I don't know if he's a promoter or what. This one I'm sure is, yeah, report now. That's also a recovery scam. This one's a recovery scam. So You just have to be careful. There's nothing out there. Actually, let's go to Reddit. Reddit. Crypto recovery. Can you get stolen crypto back? No practical recovery. Transactions are irreversible. There's typically no way to reverse them outside law enforcement. And my understanding is the people that are running Aurum and that are, Brian Benson, I believe, is in Dubai, but the actual people that are running Aurum are in Russia, from what I understand. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've read some articles. You can see them on my X feed about the people that are behind Aurum. There's another one. I looked at this one a little while ago. Oh, that opens in another window, so you're not seeing that. All scams. Do not fall for the scam. They're just going to take more money from you. So there you go. This is a good one. I looked at this one. I saw your post about your scam. I'm really sorry to hear about it. Same boat, lost around 210,000. So, anyways, just fishing to see if they can scam another person. It's just incredible that people live their lives that way. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but so that's all I got. I'm going to wrap up here, but these are the many different. I'm sure there's some that I haven't even seen yet, right? I mean, this is Reddit, this is X, this is YouTube. I haven't dug into Instagram or Facebook and see if those are popping up a lot on those channels also. But there's no recovery. There's no recovering this money unless somehow law enforcement can get it back for you. There's no recovery service. They'd have to be some kind of hacker, and they'd have to go and steal the money themselves, which isn't